LEGO 75176 Resistance Transport Pod. Let's start with some information on the set. It was released in 2017 along with the wave of Star Wars The Last Jedi sets. It contains 294 pieces, 3 minifigures, which as you can see are Finn, Rose and BB-8. It retailed for, here in the UK, £39.99, but today you can probably get it sealed for around £20. It's about 13.6 pence per piece. We'll start by taking a quick look at the box. So on the front of the box it shows the pod in action, probably going through an asteroid field. It's got a nice Last Jedi box art along with on the top showing the figures. On the side of the box it has an advert for Lego Life, and on the back of the box it just shows like where it would be if it were in a rebel base, for instance. So pretty nice box art overall, and now let's get into the actual set. Now let's get into the features of the set. So here on the left, when you open it up, it shows where you can hide some extra studs for your stud shooter there on the left hand side. When opening up this top part, it shows a small interior there and a stud where you can put BB-8 there nicely, as well as a bit of mechanism there for tilting the gun. Putting that back on is nice and straightforward. Taking off this big windshield piece, which I also think is like, it's all stickered and everything. I think it was used in the Slave 1 at one point, except in a different colour. It shows a nice small interior with a couple of seats. Also 2 holders there, a black one and a light grey one for Rose and Finn's weapons. On the side here, it opens up, revealing a gun and 2 thermal detonators. So that's quite nice. The back's really nice as well. When you spin this wheel, it moves the gun, which is quite nice. So decent features overall, and now let's get into the figs. We'll start the minifigs with the BB-8. The BB-8 has a small photo processor and some decent printing around the edges. So overall, a decent fig and a nice addition to the set. Up next, we have the Rose minifigure. So she's got some decent printing on her torso, as well as some decent leg printing as well. I like the belt. She's got a really nice hair mould, that's quite nice, as well as a small black blaster. Around back she has some back printing, but it looks like she has a hood, and I'm not sure why, because I don't remember her having a hood in the movie. Underneath her hairpiece she has the first face, which is quite chilled, and the second face, which I think she's supposed to look scared, but she just looks really disgusted. So that is a bit of a weird second face for me. And then that's a good fig, so let's get into the third and final one. So the Finn minifigure has some good printing on the torso, and the legs remind me of the original Han Solo legs, just because there's a strap on the his right leg. He's also got a grey blaster, and around back he's got some stitching which shows where he was sliced in the back by Kylo Ren in the previous movie. It's also got a decent head, hair mould even. The front face is a smiley face, but the back face is a scared face, and they've done a lot better on the scared face here than they have for Rose. So overall, decent figs for all of it. And then let's get into the next section. So into the pros and the cons of the set. Unfortunately, we'll start off with the con, which I think is going to be the price. You are paying nearly £40 for a set that contains not even 300 pieces, which is a bit like off in my opinion, because it is 13.6 pence per piece, which is unfortunate because I felt as though it could have been 10 and it could have been sold for like £10 less. But other than that, they've got some really nice figs to them as a pro. Unfortunately, everything is stickered, and it's really hard to get the stickers on for the windshield, so that's going to be a con for me. I wish there were some printed pieces. They'd have been really nice, and would probably have worked in the set, but I'm not sure if they could have done. So I think that's all there is to say. It's got a nice blaster as well on the side, but that's all there is. So let's get into my final opinion. So as my final opinion for the set, I really like the set, and I think that £20 right now at the moment, which is probably what you're going to buy it for, is a really good price for the set, which is nearly half of what you'd have been paying for it in Lego stores 3 years ago. So it's a lot better, cheaper now than it was, as I said, 3 years ago. So I'd say if you want to get this set and you don't already have a Rose figure, then just go ahead. I'd say just get it. Not mainly for the Rose figure. Nearly everybody has BB-8, and Finn is in lots of sets as well. So overall, a pretty nice set, I'd say. If you're looking at getting it, I'd say go ahead, because it isn't really expensive. Just look at it, because if it's being sold for £35, just wait it out until somebody puts one on there for 22 or something, because that's what's most likely to happen. So other than that, that is my final opinion on the set. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.